Hello there, hope you're doing good. So this is exactly how I made a coach over 150K with literally just 3,000 followers in one of the most saturated niches possible. I'm talking like extremely saturated, guys. And the whole goal of this video, guys, is just to pretty much break down what I've done so you guys can copy it, because you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, cool, how's this guy made this person this amount of money? How's this even possible? But trust me, I am not that smart. Like, genuinely, I'm actually not that smart. Like, I was getting pretty much average grades in math. Like, it even took me a while to kind of count this stuff and put it together. But honestly, realistically, if you just pretty much understand what I'm about to show in this video, because a lot of people are teaching you things that they haven't actually done themselves, and I've been doing this stuff for a while. I've been making videos on this. If you want to look back, I've literally made videos on the same thing that I'm about to talk about today, but just in more depth so you guys can really understand this. It's actually not that bad. It's actually not that difficult. It's actually way simpler than you guys actually think, because it's just the same thing over and over again, but just done differently. So by the end of this video, I hope that you guys can see the same patterns that can make people a lot of money, so that you can actually go out there and make a lot of people a lot of money. So even if you're a growth operator, even if you think to yourself, oh, my client only has 10K followers, I can't make them a low ticket community that's going to have 1,000 members. What am I supposed to do? Or you're a coach, maybe you're a coach watching this and you're like, hey, how am I supposed to even convert all my followers into cash? I'm going to show you guys how you can do this. And obviously I can do this for yourself and make a lot of money. So if you guys get value from this and, you find it extremely helpful, honestly, just leave a like so it gets shown to people that might be able to benefit from this in the future. Because I'm just gonna go all in. I'm just gonna break down all this stuff because no one's gonna be doing it. And if I make good videos and you guys enjoy the videos, you're gonna be more likely to watch more of my stuff, and obviously everyone benefits. So let's just jump right into it. Enough yap. So what's the actual offer? So he had a sales offer. The client had 3K followers at the time. He has a little bit more now. And this is a screenshot of the revenue that he made in the period, which was one of the biggest months. He's even done a 20K week, which is super recent. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll probably see me post it already. But literally had a 20K week just recently right now, which is insane. But yeah, as you can see, 150K in this period, and even the previous period as well too, you did quite well. So you ask yourself, how is this even possible? How's this possible? So let me just break down the math for you guys. Let me just math this. And also in the video, I'm gonna break down all the stuff they're using. So it's let me just math right now for you guys, okay? Let's math. So $50,000, $50,000 at $4,000, which was basically his ticket price. So this is what he was selling. He was selling something for $4,000. That's 12.5 people. Obviously, you can't have 0.5 of a person. So I just put an average of 12 to 15 people, and obviously not every single person pays up front. But we signed around 16 clients in this window, okay? So you only need to convince 16 people to give you that amount. And it's actually not that difficult when I tell you the types of people you're going to be convinced, because that's really important. You're not trying to convince everyone, because not every single person has $4,000, $5,000 to spend, but you can convince a specific type of person. I'm going to show you how you can attract those types of people and how you can do that consistently for your clients. If they're, selling different offers, maybe it's not sales, maybe selling different things, maybe you're selling different things as well too, it's still going to work. Because what I've realized is all profitable coaching businesses all follow the same stuff. I've been scaling this coaching businesses thing for about almost 2 years now. And what I've realized is, and I've also made $100,000 as well too, doing it myself personally. And I'm only 20 years old. I made probably over 250K recently. If you want to know how I've done that, I made a video breaking that down as well too. But anyways, they're all the same thing. That's the main thing I want to reiterate to you guys. So all profitable coaching businesses, profitable ones, by the way, not the ones that don't make any money. We're talking about profitable ones. They all follow the same principle. They all have a niche in a market that has a lot of pain. So niche in the market is basically the people you're targeting, the people you're selling to. I'm going to show you why this is important later on, and also how to find the types of people that will pay you a shit ton of money. I'm going to show you that a little bit later. So you have that, and then you have the offer, the thing you're actually selling. So what is the thing that people are buying, okay? Are they buying something that's going to transform their life? Are they buying something that's going to give them money? Are they buying something that's going to give them more time to be able to do certain things? Depending on what pain it is, you're going to have to make an offer depending on that, okay? So these two things are super important. This is probably the most important thing, honestly, out of everything. Everything else is useless if this is not good. And then after that, you have traffic. So you have, okay, cool. You have the thing you're selling, and you also have the people you want to sell to. Now you want the people you're selling to see the thing you're selling, because if they don't see it, they're not going to buy it. It's the same thing. If you have a car and you want to sell, if you don't list the car, if you don't show the car somewhere else, no one's going to buy the car. No one even knows your car exists. Okay, so you need traffic, you need human beings to see this offer, the thing you're selling. Okay, and the way they do that is with good content. You need good content that's going to attract the types of people okay? Attract the types of people that will pay you what the offer is, okay? So unique content is going to bring them in. Like most of the time when you're doing coaching businesses, or when you're doing like let's say like offers like this where you're trying to like sell a transformation, or you're trying to get people to buy into you first, most of the time you're going to be selling it with content. Like, you know, you can do cold outbound when you're selling like direct ROI services, stuff like that, but with coaching business, I haven't really seen that work. But I digress. I'm not gonna like go into that stuff a little bit too much. And then once you have that, you have content. And notice how all the stuff is still relating back to the niche in the market, guys. It's not different at all. And I'm gonna show you how to find the most profitable niches and markets that you can just sell to, because it's once you figure this out, guys, it's so easy after this. And then once you have the content, obviously for coaching businesses, if you're selling stuff that's high ticket, you're gonna need an appointment. Like it's the same thing if you want to buy a house. You're not just gonna go on a house that has 500K and you just go to check out and just buy. Like you have to go see the house, you have to talk to people. Same thing for a car. So you have an appointment. You set up an appointment with the person that is selling the thing, and then they'll basically explain it to you. And this is where the sales process is. So the sales process is an exchange of value. So you're showing them something, showing them the offer, the thing you're selling. And hopefully the person who's on the sales call, the sales process, is someone that is in your ideal niche, someone that's in the types of people that you want to work with. And then you're trying to explain the value so you can exchange value from it. So you're trying to show them value so they can give you value of like monetary value, basically. And then once you have sales process done, they pay you money, basically. If they feel like it's actually going to help them and it's right for them right now, and they know what they want and you have what they want, they're going to pay you money. Basically, that could be 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 even, honestly. And then what's super important as well to that, a lot of people, and this is why I say profitable coaching businesses, by the way, when people pay you money, they should get the result that the offer is selling. So if you're teaching someone like sales, if your client is teaching someone sales, or if anyone's doing anything, like if you selling something, they have to actually get the result. That's the thing that no one really actually talks about. Like they actually have to get the result that they paid for, because if they didn't, you're just scamming them. It's like someone telling me like, hey, you're going to make 10K. I paid them like 2K and I make nothing. It's like, bro, you just scammed me, bro. So it's like, they have to actually get a result, okay? And then what you do from there is once they get the result, you have to produce a case study, because it's cool to get people results. But if people don't know that you're getting people results, you're basically just like, you're doing good work, which is cool, but it's like you have to kind of like market it, essentially. So once you market a case study, it goes back to the niche in the market. So you get someone that is in pain over here, that's like begging, like, hey, let's say like you have a dating offer, for example. You get someone that doesn't have a wife, that doesn't have a relationship, and they go through this whole funnel, and they get here, they pay you money, and then they get a wife and a result. So now you have an interview with them, and you tell them, hey, how did it feel to get a wife or result using my process? And they're like, oh, it's amazing. So now people that want what this person has got over here, which he's like super, super happy, excited, he has like a crown right now, he's like a king, and then it goes back to the niche of the market, and now people are like, oh shit, like this person got a result, I want the same thing, and then it just repeats and repeats. So it's like profitable coaching businesses, by the way, like it's like profitable. I'm gonna underline this and I'm gonna like circle this as well so you guys really understand this. If you get them the result, if the coach or the person you're working with gets them the result, you have literally made an infinite money glitch, because all you just have to do right now is just produce more case studies. That's literally it. That's basically what the first one. People were poor, they didn't make a lot of money with their 9-to-5s, and he was selling the idea that they can make a lot of money with sales. And they were like, okay, cool. They went through this whole funnel, they paid the money, then they get a result. And then they actually made money with sales, and they're like, oh, this is actually cool. And now when they made money with sales, they just keep remarketing and remarketing it. So anyways, I'm getting excited, but like, let's just get back into it. Like I said, guys, they're all the same thing. So sales offer, coaching, manifestation offers, real estate offers, fitness offers. What else? What else is like super popular as well? Just any single offer you guys are selling. It's all the same thing. That's why I was telling you guys at the start. Like, I'm actually not that smart. Like, I'm just following principles that have existed for a long period of time. A lot of the times you do things and you don't get the results because you're not necessarily following principles. You're just listening to other people and you don't fundamentally understand how these things work. Because I fundamentally understand how these things work, and honestly, it didn't even take me that long. I just like looked at experts that even know way more than me. It just made sense. And that's why I'm making this video, because I hope it's making sense to you guys. And from here, now you just get into like the nitty gritty. So I'm just going to explain what we did specifically for him. Okay. So you start with the niche in the market. Like I said, these are the people who are going to give you money. Like you need to focus on them, because if you can't sell to anyone, how are you supposed to make any money? It doesn't make any sense. So his offer was a business to consumer offer. So people would throw around the word B2C. Basically, that's what it means. You're selling your business, which a coaching business is a business, and you're selling to consumers, basically everyday people. So people that have jobs that work, they're not necessarily business owners, so that's why it's called B2C, okay? So he's teaching regular people with 9 to 5s how to become a high-ticket sales rep. So high-ticket sales reps, they're basically people that close for people that have programs. They make like anywhere from like 5 to 30K a month, like, closing, which is actually pretty good. So if someone's making like 2, 3K a month, obviously it would make sense for them to logically learn a skill that can help them make 10 to 30K a month. It makes logical sense. So the offer itself, logistically wise, made sense. And the offer was for everyone because, well, the offer was for everyone. It wasn't like a specific type of person, but realistically, the people who were able to afford $4,000, which was the program price, can't be anyone, because not every single person is going to have $4,000 to spend. Like, even though they want to make more money, but they don't have $4,000 for the program. So what we did is we basically sold to people that have high buying power. And if you guys are selling high ticket, if you want to start transitioning to sell high ticket, you need to sell to people that have high buying power. Like if you're selling like, calls, like, consulting sessions here and there, like you're selling like slide pages, like, slide files is cool. You can sell that to anyone. But once you start doing high ticket, you need to sell to people that have buying power. So you need to target people that make some sort of money. Like they have to at least make something. That could be people like, people that work 9 to 5s, corporate professionals, C-suites, agency owners, international students, software engineers, ex-athletes. I'm giving you guys a list. Like, come on. This is a list of people that they make more money than like the average Joe works at McDonald's, if you get what I mean. That's kind of like what I'm trying to put here. So if you're trying to do a high ticket, ideally you want to work with these people. I know all the time, obviously not every single person has to have a job. You can also work with people that have like savings, like stuff saved behind that they want to like use to invest, in themselves and like improve themselves. But ideally you want to be marketing to these types of people first, because they're going to be more likely to have money. You don't want to be saying in your marketing, hey, if you have savings of $5,000, like, hey, you should pay me your savings. Not necessarily. So you want to work with people that are at least cash flowing something, because those people can make sense of paying like $4,000, $5,000. Like, I know there's a lot of people that try to say, oh, price what you're worth, or price what the market is willing to pay. But realistically, if you're going to try price someone $15,000 for a program, but you only make, $30K a year, you're asking for half of the income in a year. It's like, are they going to do that even though there's a lot of value? Probably not, unless there's a huge sales argument for it. So just make it easy for yourself and just charge based on what people can actually afford, because you're just going to make more money anyways. So that's the thing. So we try to focus on people that are 9 to 5, people that work in jobs. They usually make anywhere from 2 to 5K a month, so they could kind of at least make sense to paying $4,000 to be able to make 10 to 30K a month with the potential to do that. So the offer headline was helping people scale 10K a month within 90 days. He was able to achieve this himself. He actually made his first 10K in like 30 days, because he was just so good at sales. And we had an offer page. So we had an offer page basically sending a bunch of traffic to this. So we had the offer and we had a vehicle. So we had the offer, we had a market people were selling to, which I basically kind of reiterate over here. And now we have the offer, the thing we're selling to, which is obviously helping them scale as a high ticket closer. So now we have that. Now we just need people to just know this guy exists. That's the only way he's going to make money. Like people just being aware of his existence. So the traffic part is actually the easiest part, because once you get those two things, which I would probably say is like the hardest parts, the traffic is actually pretty easy. So now you just need to get eyeballs towards your clients, guys. So the eyeball part is so tricky, because I will say it's actually not tricky. The eyeball part, I think for this offer specifically, the eyeball part was very tricky, simply because he didn't already have a lot of traffic. So we had to basically like do some stuff with ads, or we also had to like, make some content, because when you don't have a lot of traffic, it's very hard to kind of like convert it, but you can still do it. But it wasn't too difficult to the point where we were only able to make a lot of money, because obviously, as you can see, we made them over 150K with just like 3K followers, which is insane. So the only thing they have to do to compensate for the lack of traffic is to be more efficient. So obviously, like it makes like logical sense. Let's say when there isn't a lot of something. So let's say, for example, you're in a drought, like you live in a city where it doesn't really rain as much. You would notice that the city that you're in, this is like raindrops. Obviously, it's not raining a lot. Like it could be like it could be double, but right now it's just like this, okay? So if you're in a city and it doesn't rain as much, you will notice that the people that live there are going to be very water efficient. They're not going to be throwing the water, like, spending it and like, not spending. They're not going to be like, dumping it everywhere, like drinking it all the time. They're going to be keeping it. They're going to be storing it. When it rains, they'll store the water so it can like come there as well too. So it's like they're going to like actually like be efficient with their stuff. Compared to, let's say, another city, let's just say another city that gets a shit ton of rain, like everyday rains. Like they're not going to really care about being efficient with their water, because they know that they're just going to get more water anyways. It always rains here. It's like in London, for example. It always rains. So we don't need to be like super water efficient, because we've got a whole river. We literally have an ocean right next to us. We're chilling. But like if you're in a place like, for example, the desert, you're probably going to be a little bit more cautious when you get water. It's the same thing with these types of offers. So for example, someone like Hassan, which is our client, had 3K followers, didn't necessarily have a lot of rain coming in. Rain being like followers, eyeballs, every single person coming in. So we had to be a little bit more efficient and have structured systems to help them convert. But let's say someone that has like 100K followers, they just get traffic every single day. Like they don't even have to worry. Like they can just talk and people like pay attention to them. So it's always raining for them. So they don't need to be as efficient. But with efficiency paired up with someone that has a lot of rain is just going to like make so much money that you're just not even going to know what to do with it. I'm going to show you the audience efficiency that we used for Hassan at 3K followers that made him 150K in like 90 days, which is insane. So hope that makes sense to you guys. So let me go back into this. So obviously human beings need to go on a page. They need to go into the funnel. And as you can see, someone that has like over 100K followers is probably going to be getting like 10K likes per post and like 5,000 new followers every single day. Usually what we like to do is we like to engage with every single person that is basically coming on the page. So for example, with Hassan, when we would post a video, as you can see, only 421 likes and like 96 new colors from one of the videos that he posted. But in our eyes, this was 420 new leads. Like, I don't know why I said comments here. What was I doing? So this is 421 new leads and 96 new leads. So what we'll do is we'll message 50 of those people every day, start a conversation, and try to get them to book in a call. Because if they're liking and commenting on his videos, that means that they're showing implicit interest. Because you're not going to like something that you don't like, if you get what I mean. So if someone sees someone making money and they like the video, that means they like the fact that they made the video. So they would probably want a similar result as well too. So we reach out to them using a specific script and we basically get them on a call. And that's basically what we're doing. So the setter was basically doing outbounds to people and still booking in calls. Like for example, starting 33 conversations out of the 400 people that liked from the post. And we booked around 7 calls. The same thing over here. 42 people had conversations with, sent links to 11 people, booking links, and then 7 calls booked. But obviously, if you have a lot of followers, it was not going to make sense to do that, because why would you be DMing 60 people? So that's why there's a different process for those types of people. And like, if you want to like learn that, honestly, I pretty much like broke down what I do for the people when they have like a lot of followers and how you can be like super lead efficient. In my actual like program, I pretty much like break down stuff. So if you have a lead problem, I usually tell people that, because you can always get leads. You need to just get into high intent leads. You need to get high intent leads. So high intent leads are people that are actually showing you interest about your offer. And I pretty much like broken down like what those things are. If you want to learn more about the program itself and like how it actually helps people like make like 20 to 25K profit, like it's been able to do for a lot of my clients, there's going to be a link down there. It's going to just break down pretty much everything that we do. But I digress. Like if you just want to make money, like if you want to make money from the stuff I'm talking about, there's a link down there and it's just going to break down everything. It's not bullshit or anything. It's just a video that just breaks it down. So go watch it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it over there. So obviously you just have to be efficient. And if you're efficient with the traffic that you have, you're going to make a lot of money. And as a result, we made him a lot of money. And the sales process was literally so simple. Like, guys, we're just getting people to book in a call. And obviously, since he's teaching sales, he's obviously good at sales. So that also played a good part as well, too. So the sales process itself was fine because he knew what he was doing when it came to that. So it just made our life a lot easier. And then he just had to get them the results. And obviously, he got them results. And then he just marketed the fact that he got them results. And as a result, people that wanted the same thing, they came to him. And that's how you build a profitable coaching business. That's how you make a lot of money. We're not having shit ton of followers. You just have to basically have a good offer to people that have money. You need to be efficient with the traffic that you have, even if it's not a lot. You have to have systems in place to basically convert those traffic into like actual people that want to book in calls, have interest, actually want to pay. And then you need a good sales process to be able to display the value that you can provide to them, to create a good argument for them to why you pay you $4,000, $2,000 up front or whatever. And then you actually have to get them the result that they pay for and then you have to market that to other people so that people feel more confident to pay you money as well too. So that's pretty much the whole funnel, honestly, guys. Like, I hope that makes a little sense. I know that was a mouthful, and I know I did yap a little bit, but I hope you guys actually got value. And like I said, if you did, just leave a like on the video. If you guys are interested in learning how I do this to actually make like 20 to 35K, 25 to 30K like a month in like profit for my businesses, for myself, you can just check out the link down below. You can just check it out. It's a free page. You can just watch the video. If you're interested, you don't have to be interested. It's fine. You can just click off and go watch some other stuff. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you very soon. All right, peace.